Hey, I just went bought a watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show out these my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much on me, could've went by the Williams, the Rudy's, a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying clothes, that's still in the packages. If he say that he robbed me, he capping me. Really no throw sevens like Kaepernick. You not blind and you see that we have it. Known in my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from in the cabin. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I out the 10 for 600 on all I net. Paid it full like Mitch.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball. Game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks will try to protect home court. Now, here is Irving. Out to Thompson. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here is Davis, following the score by New York. And that one drops.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Back to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
To the paint, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Towns. And here's Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Towns, no luck. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. It's a three-point game. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Towns, no luck. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
On defense, the Knicks. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Davis throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
New York moving the ball around. Here's Hart. It's rebounded by Dallas. Right side, Irving. And Gafford throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now, here is Irving. And there it is for him. Irving's got 6 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here's Irving. 6 points for him. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Nick substitution. Mitchell Robinson. Cameron Payne.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Gafford. 4 on the shot clock. Thompson from long range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It could go. That shot off. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the edge. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Yeah, these guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Mavericks leading by 11. On the wing, Irving. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Payne. The shot's good from Achua. Achua's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Inside, here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Pass to Lively. Back to Dinwiddie. Lively with the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And here's Exum. Defended by McBride. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Now here's Marshall. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Marshall's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. Pass to McBride. Stolen by Exum. Here's Christie. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Knicks trailed by 14 to the inside. Tucker. And that one, good.
Defensive foul.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
And New York making a change here. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Shot clock at 5. Bridges with the steal. Here's McBride. From down in the low post, it goes.
Assisted.
McBride's got his first points in this one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Timeout, timeout.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Substitution on the court.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Irving. Driving the lane.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code.
Pass to Tucker. Brunson outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
And the dunk by Towns.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here is Davis. He's got 12. 5 on the clock. Fires, high post. Gafford controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. With the drive. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Towns. That shot off the mark. Right side Irving. Here's Davis. Pass to Gafford. Back to Davis. And so it's Dallas. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Pass to Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Irving. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by New York.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Towns throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Mavericks making a change here. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Davis. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
They set the pick. Pass to Marshall. Davis with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Brunson.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
And both free throws good for Davis. Knicks trail by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
To the middle. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Davis missing. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 4. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Outside Irving. Davis sets a screen. Over to the left wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. And here are the Knicks. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Down low, New York moving it around. Here's Achua. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. Mavericks leading by 4. Irving attacking. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Outside Irving. Pass to Marshall. Over in the corner, Washington. Dallas, no good that time either. Knicks trailed by 4. Now Towns. Back to Bridges. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Davis. Towns down low. Davis with some nice D.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Bridges left side. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mavericks leading by 4. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 19 points.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
Back to McBride. Marshall with the steal. Irving drives in. Pass to Davis. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. And that's 19 points for Anthony Davis. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Towns with the bucket.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Timeout,
And
timeout.
we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
Guard it.
Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's check in with our reporter, David
Timeout,
Aldridge.
timeout.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Irving looking over the floor. It's over Payne, and it's Irving missing. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Outside Irving to the middle. Shot clock at 6. And it's Davis at the elbow. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 4-point game. And that one's good. Towns has got 18 points just in the second half.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Davis sets a screen. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Davis has got 22.
Yeah, even though Davis can create for himself, you love to see him get set up in rhythm.
Outside Irving. From outside the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Towns. Pass to Tucker. Tucker has screen. Here's Payne. A three-pointer, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Knicks trail by 8. And there's the drive. Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup. 34 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
So it's the Knicks now. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Towns. And Davis pulls it down. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Dallas.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Towns. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And here's Marshall from the arc. Misses. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. So
Anytime, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own